Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. We will need for our practice a block. If you don't have a block, you could use a Kleenex box, a full Kleenex box ideally, a ball, a pillow can work as well, and any other object you might have lying around your house that we will be holding it between our knees nearing the end, and then also using it for some core movements on our back nearing the end of practice. So feel free to grab that prop now or at the end. So now settling onto your mat as you're ready, once you have your object, closing down your eyes, feeling your sitting bones anchored into the floor, and the crown of your head lifting up towards the sky. I invite you to have your palms facing down on your knees, or your palms facing up, whatever feels most comfortable for you. If we haven't met, my name is Sara, and I'll be guiding you through your core practice today. So with your eyes closed, I invite you to tune into the sounds that you hear around you. If you have music playing, connecting into the sound of the music. And perhaps just noticing the sounds within your home. Maybe you're practicing outside and you hear the sounds of nature as well as your environment. Maybe there's cars, people talking, distant sounds. And then instead of those sounds being a distraction, they just become a part of the environment that you're in. And sometimes as you're practicing, those sounds will really draw your attention. And other times you will be so in tune to your practice that you won't even hear them. And that is the same as the thoughts that are in our mind. When we're practicing or meditating or taking stillness Savasana at the end of our practice, there are times when our thoughts will come in and they will pose a distraction. And then there's other times that our thoughts are still there, however, they don't pull us out or they don't distract us. Because our mind is constantly producing thoughts. And it's just how attached we get to the thought. And so using the idea of thoughts and the sounds in your environment can help you to feel more settled and more aware. And also, those sounds in your environment can become an everyday practice of being present. So with that in your mind, we're going to drop in a little deeper. Dropping in a little deeper into our body. So once again, connect to your sitting bones, anchoring down into the floor. And imagine that your breath is moving from your root chakra to your heart chakra, so the center of your chest. And then your breath goes down to your root chakra. And your inhale, rise up to your heart chakra. Expanding and opening at the heart chakra. And then exhale, the breath moves down deep into the root chakra. Now feeling the breath moving from the root chakra up to the throat chakra. So it moves past the heart to the throat. And then we exhale and the breath moves down to the root. We inhale and pick up the breath at the root chakra. It rises all the way up to the throat. And then exhaling the breath down, 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 all the way to the root. Inhale now, bringing the breath from the root chakra all the way up to the third eye. Exhale, the breath moves down, down, down to the root chakra. Inhaling, gathering that breath up with a little more intention, a little bit more power to the third eye. And then exhale as though you're pushing that breath down, 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 all the way to the root. Inhale. Root chakra all the way up to the third eye. This time as you exhale, allow the breath to move down, 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 about 2 feet past the root chakra to the star chakra, anchoring you deep, deep down into the earth, Mother Gaia, connecting there. And then the inhale lifts all the way up and drawing even further up and out through the crown chakra towards Father Sky, to the universe, to creation. Exhale, the breath goes down, 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 2 feet below the root chakra. Inhaling, rising up, 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 through the crown chakra. And now can you imagine your breath moving around in a circle, almost as though you are moving into a sphere. And when it goes around, it goes down into the earth, 2 feet below that root chakra, circling up and around. And with that sphere or circular motion, or vision, we're going to begin a circular motion with the body, but still feeling that deep connection to Mother Earth. Star chakra, 2 feet below the root, Mother Gaia. And you are anchored there. You are anchored, you are supported, and you are held. And we circle. And we find the rhythm of our breath as we circle. And then we circle the opposite direction. Beautiful. And you come back to the center. And we'll inhale, interlacing the fingers, reaching the arms up. So you exhale, circle your hands down beside you. Whichever leg is in front, it's going to tuck behind you, coming into a swan position and walking your fingers out in front of you. Dropping your forearms to the floor if that's available. Sending your heart forward. Noticing any resistance that you might be feeling at the hips. Maybe you have some tension in the neck. I know I have some tension on the right side of my neck that is feeling very limiting. And so as I move with you today, I will continue to see if that will work out. Without, of course, putting too much focus there, right? We still want to feel that space happening. Now let's line. So the knee that's in front, you're going to line that elbow up. So for me, it's my right side. And you're going to reach your opposite arm. So for me, my left arm is going to reach forward and then up over my head. And then from here, pressing the forearm that's on the floor down, and the other arm extends up. And I feel that expansion through my body. So you want to find that expansion as the right arm or the forearm is pressing to the floor, and then the opposite arm is extending up. So that rooting and lifting. And the arm that is extended towards the sky is going to reach back. Sweep across the floor, around, up over your head. Inhale, let it sweep forward, around, up, over your head. One more time, sweep that arm forward, around, and then rising up. Take the hand that was lifted towards the floor, the forearm that was on the mat reaches towards the sky in a mermaid posture here. And then release. Switching sides, so swinging the leg that was back forward, and then the leg that was forward extends back. Squaring your hips forward and walking your hands out, taking both forearms down on the floor. Either keeping your gaze towards the floor or perhaps just gently rolling your head from side to side, finding space in the neck and the shoulders. Continuing to connect to that beautiful breath. Our breath, which is that which makes yoga different from any other physical activity we do, is that constant and continuous awareness to breath. It's the awareness to the breath that is so significant in our practice. Otherwise, it's just movement. Meditative movement for sure. And then we walk the left hand or the opposite side. So my left side will go down, depending where you started, be which arm would be on the floor. And then the opposite arm reaches towards the sky. So we root down and rise up. Not reaching further than rooting, not rooting further than reaching, right in the balance. Circling the arm down, sweeping it across the floor, up and around. sweeping it around. Inhaling, it extends to the sky. Exhale, it sweeps across the floor. One more time. And then with the fingers reaching towards the sky, we rise up. And moving into that mermaid posture, extending up through your top hand, feeling that breath move from your root chakra all the way up to the heart chakra. And then release. Taking both hands down to the floor, pressing into those hands, bring your toes together and your knees wide, and sit back on your heels. Adding some circular movement here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up above the head, and then exhale, lower the hips as you circle them down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the hips as you circle down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, come down. Move the other direction. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Reach through the fingers. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Dropping your hips a little deeper. Take your arms out in front of you and sink your heart to the floor. With your heart sinking towards the floor, forearms pressing into the mat, rock your hips from side to side. Connecting into your beautiful breath. And then from here, with those forearms still pressing down into the floor, bring your hips forward, turn your toes under, pressing those forearms down, lift your hips into a dolphin pose. And in your dolphin, you're going to pedal your heels, bending and straightening one knee at a time. Gazing towards your feet. Working to keep the weight equal between the upper body and the lower body, hamstrings, heels. And then walking your feet towards the back of your mat and shifting your body forward into a forearm plank. Keep pushing back through the heels, dropping the hips, lengthening through the crown of the head. Spin your right arm in parallel to the side of your mat, and then turn your toes and come into a side plank. Exhale, take your left forearm across the front of your mat, spin to the left, and your right hand reaches towards the sky. Beautiful. Take your right forearm down towards the floor. Square off the forearms. Walk the feet in, lifting the hips up. And then here, we're going to try to press the arms straight by lifting the elbows off at the same time. So you'll see how challenging that is when you give it a try. So ready? 1, remember both elbows at the same time. 2, 3, straighten up those elbows. Inhale, push your hips back, press towards the heels. We're going to drop those forearms at the same time. Lower, lift, lower, inhale, lift. One more time, lower and lift. Walk your feet towards your hands. With the feet towards the hands, take a soft bend in the knees. Let your rib cage rest on your thighs. Let your head hang low and shake out your head. Keeping your left foot anchored, really rooted down into the floor, pick up your right heel. Bring your left hand in line with your nose and stretch your right arm up towards the sky. Exhaling the right hand down where the left hand is. Lift your left heel, press your right hand into the floor, and lift your left fingers to the sky. So your left knee is going to be bent. Your right leg is most likely straight. And exhale, left hand to the floor. Rooting both heels down. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Palms touch and hands come down to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up above your head, looking up. Exhale, hips back, hearts forward, swan dive. Inhale, hands to the floor, the shin, spinal extension. Exhale, hands to the mat, bend the knees, step or hopping back to plank, chaturanga lower. Inhale, hearts lift, cobra. Toes curl under, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the left leg will lift to the sky. And then exhale, left foot steps between the hands. Plant the right heel, rise up. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, pull your elbows down and out. Hearts forward, shoulders back. Inhale. And then on your exhale, see if you can bring your forearms together to touch, and your palms will face you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. If you can't quite get your forearms to touch, that's okay. Just bring those elbows as close together as you can. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. This time, take the right arm under the left, coming into eagle arms. Reach those fingers, the elbows up towards the sky as you lift your heart. And then as you exhale, press into your back heel, right heel, bowing towards the floor. Inhale, root into those feet, rise up. Exhale, grounding as you bow. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, deepening as you come down to Mother Earth. Inhale, rising up towards the sky. Open the arms up. Reach them above your head, straightening your left leg. Trikonasana, left hip shifts back. As your left hand comes to the floor, ankle shin, right hand reaches towards the sky. Beautiful. On your exhale, right hand to the floor. Spin around on the ball of your right foot. Left foot slides back. You're in downward dog. Spreading your fingers here in downward dog. Pause. Stay in your downward dog. You're going to drop your forearms. Exhale, lower the forearms. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower the forearms. Inhale, lift up. They don't have to go all the way to the floor. Mine are just hovering. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Right leg lifts towards the sky as you inhale. And exhale, right foot steps through. Left heel plants, rising up. Inhaling here, arms to the sky. Exhale, pull those elbows down, open, hearts forward, shoulders back. So we're opening the front of our heart, the place where we give and receive love. We are compressing into the back of our heart, where we hold our heartache and our heartbreak. We're releasing and letting it go. Inhale, and then exhale, bring those elbows forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, open them up, and exhale. Take the left elbow in front of the right. Inhale, fingers reach to the sky. Root down into the feet and bow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, rising up, open the arms, straighten the right leg, right hip shifts back, right hand comes to the foot, the floor, the shin, and left arm reaches towards the sky. Gently hugging the navel in, opening up your heart, breathing, smiling either from your face, your eyes, or your heart. Maybe all three. Exhale. Take your left hand to the floor. Right hand comes to the outside of the right foot. And right foot shifts back. Lengthen forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips. Downward dog. This time in our downward dog, you're going to bring your feet a little bit wider than, or a little bit narrower rather, than hip width. And you're going to drop your knees and then lift your knees up. Exhale, lower the knees. And inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale. And inhale. Look forward, bending the knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold. Holding that fold. Rocking your weight forward into the ball of your foot. Back into your heel. Now find the center where the ball of your foot and your heel are equally grounded. Your knees don't need to be straight. You want to be comfortable here. Comfortable where you feel that grounding of the feet and the lifting of the hips, the expansion in the back of the legs, the expansion in the shoulders. Root down into the feet, rise up with the arms, inhale, and then exhale, hands come down to heart center. With your left foot, take a giant step out, unless of course that has moved you away from facing the screen, then just turn yourself around. Take your toes to spin out, your hands at your thighs. You're going to slide down and drop your hips. With your hips dropped here, your thumbs point in, your fingers point out. We're gonna sink into the hips, root into the heels and the ball of the foot, right? Find that equal balance. We're gonna take the left shoulder across to the right. Inhale, come up a little. Exhale, drop and go across. Right shoulder to the left. Inhale, come up a little. Exhale, sink, left shoulder across to the right. Inhale, come up a little. Exhale, across. Inhale, come up. Exhale, across. Inhale, come up. Across. Inhale, up. Good. Go down, deep, 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 and go across. Now here, as you're taking the left shoulder across to the right, pick your right heel up. Don't try to straighten your knees. Keep them bent. Your right knee will have a bit deeper of a bend than your left. Breathe. Notice where you feel the sensation. Is it in your foot? Is it in your hip? Toes, perhaps? And then drop the right heel. Moving to the other side. Hands press strong. Left heel lifts. Push that left knee out. Drop that right shoulder in. Breathe. Release those hips. We hold a lot of emotional energy in the hips. Some say you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I say we carry the weight of the world in our hips. It's our root chakra. It's our safety net, where it's familiar, where it's home. Good, and then root the heel. Drop the hips, rise up, spin the toes in, hands to the hips, fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen the crown of your head. Palm your hands down onto Mother Earth, tip forward into the ball of your foot. Exhale, fold. Let the crown of your head start to lengthen towards the floor. Feel as though the energy in the direction has shifted. So at the beginning of our practice, we focused on our roots, our sitting bones anchoring into the floor. But now imagine that 2 feet below the crown of your head is going down into the earth, and you are anchored from your crown, and your sitting bones are lifting. And allow your awareness to come to the fact that it doesn't matter what direction you're going, you are always, always supported. That's what inversions teach us, right? It's what going upside down teaches us, is that whether it's our seat or our crown, whichever is facing the earth, we are always, always connected. We are always supported. And then on your next in-breath, lengthen the spine forward, crown of the head reaches forward, left hand comes in line with the nose, similar as at the beginning of our practice. Come onto the ball of your right foot, so your right heel is lifted, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the mat, in line with your nose, left heel lifts, and left hand to the sky. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Walk your hands to the front of your mat, whatever direction that is for you, and step back, downward dog. From your downward dog, bending your knees, gaze forward, step, walk, hop. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, hollow out the belly to fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Palms touch, and hands come to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your arms up above your head. Arms are framing your ears, palms are facing in, bending the knees, broadening across your sitting bones. Drawing your lower belly in, creating more space across the seat, hugging the navel in a little bit more, feeling as though the hip bones are slightly spiraling in. Pick up your toes, check that you can wiggle them. Sit a little deeper, hips back, hearts forward. Breathing here. Exhale, fold, head below the heart. Hands to the floor, the shins, spinal extension. Step, walk, or hop back to plank, chaturanga lower. Cobra or up dog, in breath. Exhaling to downward dog. Left leg lifts to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, curl that left heel towards your glute. And then bring the left knee towards the chest. Then bring the shoulders over the wrists. Reverse it exactly the same. Take your time, no rush. It's not a race. Heel folds in. Knee comes forward. Chest comes forward. Chest goes back. Knee kicks back. Heel kicks back. One more time. Heel draws in. Knee comes forward. Chest comes forward. Chest goes back. Knee goes back. Heel goes back. Bring the heel to the glute, the knee to the chest, the shoulders over the wrist, and the left foot forward. Drop your right knee. Point your right toes out behind you. Hug the thighs in. So imagine you're bunching up your yoga mat right in the middle here. Rise up. Inhale here, fingers reaching to the sky, arms framing the ears. Exhale, open up to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, open up to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, open up to the right. This time, right hand comes down to the right shin, and the left arm lifts to the sky. Keep your chest pointing forward. Exhale, circle your hands to the floor. Straighten up your left leg, pointing your left toes to the sky. Shift your left hip back, right hip forward. Breathing here. Hanuman or half Hanuman, half splits. Take your right hand to the floor. Take your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Lift your left leg up. Swing it around to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee. And make some circles with your left thigh. And go the opposite direction. I'd lift your left knee up. Exhale, slide your left knee to meet your right. Inhale, lift your left knee up and out to the side. Exhale, left knee meets the right knee. Open that left knee out to the side. And exhale, bring that left knee down. Left leg back, keep the knee bent. Exhale, left knee meets the right, not past the right. Stop as soon as it meets the right. Left leg up. Left knee meets the right. Left knee up. And left knee meets the right. One more, left knee up. And then bring that left knee to the left thumb. Fold the right toes under, lift the right knee up. With the right knee lifted up, walk your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Left knee can open out to the left side. Drop your right knee, point your right toes out. You're in pigeon. Tent your fingers, take them off of the mat and close to the body. Inhale, lift the heart, relax the shoulders. Exhale, take the left shoulder across to the right. Inhale, come to middle. Exhale, take your right shoulder across to the left. Inhale, come to the middle. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come to the middle. Exhale, down to the front. Forehead moves towards the earth. Inhale, rise up. Roll to your left hip. Swing your right leg forward. Either right heel lines up with the right shin, or right heel moves across to the outside of the left thigh. Left arm wraps around the right knee. Right hand comes behind your back. Sitting up nice and tall on your inhale. And exhale to look over the right shoulder. As mentioned, I still have that kink in my neck. So I'm going to turn my head to look to the left to see if that tension will release. So sometimes changing the direction of your gaze can really change the energy lines that are released in your posture. Good, come back to center. Take your right hand forward. Take your right leg back. Fold your toes under. And step back into downward dog. Spreading your fingers, broadening across your seat. Right leg lifts up. Inhale. Again, exhale, heel, knee, chest. Chest goes back, knee goes back, heel goes back. Heel, knee, chest. Chest, knee, heel. A little quicker. Heel, knee, chest. Chest, knee, heel. Two more. Heel, knee, chest. Chest, knee, heel. One more. Heel, knee, chest. Chest, knee, heel. Knee or heel, knee, chest, and the foot goes through. Left knee to the floor. Inhale, arms are lifted. We don't want the hips sliding away from each other. Oops, so we lose stability there. We want to plug in, anchor, create bunching up sensation of your mat. Arms are up by your ears. Inhale, exhale, open to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open to the left. Left hand to the thigh or the shin. Right hand to the sky. Circle the hands to frame the right foot and straighten the right knee. Heart can stay forward, you can bow, whatever feels best for you. Finding your breath. 4 beautiful, deep, juicy breaths here. God, our time together has gone so fast. We're on our way to the floor. You're going to take that right hand to the inside of the right foot. So you can swing that right leg back, knees together. Then lift that right knee up. And you're going to circle into that right hip. Going one direction and then the other way. Good. And then we're going to lift the right knee out to the side and fold it in, out to the side and in. Try to keep your weight equal in both hands. Good, and now back, lift, and only meet the knee. Lift, and meet the knee. Lift, meet the knee. Lift, meet the knee. Lift it up. And then bring that right knee by the right hand. Fold your left toes under, lift your left knee up. Wiggle your right foot over to the left. Right knee towards the right. Push back through your left heel. Point your toe. Fingers off of your mat. Hands nice and close. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart. Exhale. Bow forward. Inhale. Lifting your heart. Exhale. Bow forward. Inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale. Bow forward. Roll those shoulders back. Lift the heart. Inhale. Notice that squeeze again between the shoulder blades. And exhale. Inhale, lifting the heart up. Roll to the right hip. Left foot either comes just in front of the right shin or across. If going across, you cannot anchor that left hip, then I suggest bringing the foot forward, just in front of the shin. Right arm wraps around the left knee. Left hand is behind the back, sitting up nice and tall and looking over your shoulder. Inhale, come back around to center. Swing the left leg back. Hands at the front of your mat. Step back, downward dog. Hips back. Gaze forward. Bend the knees. Step walker. Hop to the top of your mat. Lower your hips. Find your way to your seat. And here, you're going to get your prop. So whether that was a block, a pillow, a ball, a Kleenex box, you're going to place it between your knees. If you need some padding for your tailbone, you can sit up on a blanket or you can fold your mat up. So holding that block between the knees, we're going to inhale the arms up by the ears. You're going to exhale, roll back, squeezing that block. Lower back will press to the floor. Arms will go up over the head as you inhale. On your exhale, you'll come up slow. When the low back imprints down into the floor, you'll use that to power yourselves all the way up. Now we want to go slow. So we inhale, 5 breaths or 5 counts down. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, still stay down, 3, 4, 5. Arms are all the way over your head here and your lower back is off of the floor. When we roll up, exhaling, 1, 2, 3. At this point, you should be imprinting your lower back down into the floor. 4, 5. Inhale, reach up, 1, 2, 3. A little taller, 4, 5. Exhale, hug the belly to spine, engage the pelvic floor. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2. You're still holding the block. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Low back presses. 4, 5. Inhale, 1, a little taller, 2, even more, 3, 4. As your arms reach up, your shoulders don't. 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Keep inhaling, one more breath. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, we're gonna challenge ourselves for 2 or 3 more actually. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna stop when the low back touches the floor. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 2 more. Exhale, 1, 2. Keep pulling the navel in. Squeeze the block to activate the pelvic floor. Low back touches. And 5, 4, 3. Relax those shoulders. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. Inhale. 1, 2. Hold here. 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back's on the floor. Ooh, this one should be hard. Or maybe it's just me. 1, 2, 3. Keep pressing that low back down even though it wants to lift. 4, 5, 1. Still slow. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the block. And let's make our way onto our backs. So rolling down, draw the knees into the chest. With your hands on the knees, begin to circle your hips. Go the opposite direction. Draw the knees into the body and extend your legs towards the sky. Reach your arms over your head. Let your shoulders relax down on the floor and bring your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Allow there to be a soft bend in the elbows. And as long as this is not bothersome on your legs or your lower back, if it is bothersome, bend your knees, bring your feet on the floor. But we're just allowing the hips to release and just allowing the legs to start to plug into the hip sockets as gravity forces those legs down. Close your eyes. Notice that the legs, after a while, will start to feel like they're not even there. Maybe they're shaking, tremoring, energy. And just let that ride. And then bending the knees, bringing the feet to the floor. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And let the soles of the feet touch as the knees fall open like a diamond. And then opening one foot and then the other to the corners of your mat, and let your hands either rest down at the floor or one hand on your heart center and the other hand on your belly. Lift your chest slightly to tuck those shoulders underneath of you to support. As you close your eyes and soften your face, relaxing the muscles at your forehead. While keeping the eyes closed, can you blink your eyes ever so slightly to start to relax the eyelids? And then allowing your tongue to rest ever so slightly at the roof of your mouth and the lips part. And the jaw begins to soften. Feel the shoulders softening to the floor. Feel the shoulder blades. Feel the rib cage on the back sinking, which then allows the ribs at the front body to stop pulsing up, but not drawing down. The lower back is lifted off of the floor, but the pelvis, the back of the pelvis is sinking. The tailbone is grounded. The front of the hips are rolling out. The toes are turning out. The shins are relaxed. And once again, tuning into the sounds in your environment, whether that is your music, my voice, those in your home, the sounds of your environment. They're all a part of present moment awareness. And when we really tune into our awareness, we begin to expand and understand all that is unfolding in front of us. And so as you're ready to make your way to your right side, please go ahead and do that. If you want to stay in Savasana a little longer, please honor that. And from your right side, you'll slowly find your way into sitting with your hands at your heart and your eyes softly closed. And with our hands at our heart and our eyes closed, looking into our inner wisdom, the truth of who we are, closing our practice by speaking a prayer offering of peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.